Hello everyone, it's me, DillysSims. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Speed Build Sunday, the day of the week where I build whatever I want, because I can. So, for this week's Speed Build Sunday, I decided to build the set, I guess, or the motel from the very famous TV show, Schitt's Creek, which, if you have not watched this show, 10 out of 10 do recommend. It is so funny, it is so witty, it is well put together, it's a great show about family. I love this show so much. Like, so much. So if you don't know what this TV show is about, let me give you just a quick little rundown. This very, very, very wealthy family, like super wealthy, like Trump level wealthy, loses all of their money. And the government lets them retain one asset, and that is this little itty-bitty town in... Actually, it doesn't say where, but this little itty-bitty town that has, like, I'm gonna say 1,000 people, which, I mean, it never says, but, you know, super tiny. And that's coming from me, and I come from a town of a little over 5,000 people. Like, it's tiny. Actually, I think it's 3,000 if I'm being fully honest. Like 3,700 is what I think my town is. Yeah, my town's tiny. That's neither here nor there. But, so now they're forced to live in a motel together. So it's the mom and dad, also known as Johnny and Moira Rose, and their children. Oh my gosh, I can't think of their names all of a sudden, but I know their names. Alexis and David Rose. So, it's such a great TV show. I 10 out of 10 do recommend. If you've already watched it, you understand how funny it is. I've rewatched it twice. I love it so much, and I decided, since it's on its last season right now, currently on TV, I have to commend and commemorate this show by creating it on The Sims. I mean, there's a very famous saying. I think it goes, recreation in The Sims is the most sincerest form of flattery. Just kidding, I'm joking. The proper quote is, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. But, yeah. I always thought that I was David, the son, in the TV show. Like, I thought that I identified with him. But then I rewatched it, and on my second rewatch, I was like, no, I am Alexis. I am on another level. I am Alexis. I'm a little bit la 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 la. I'm a little bit Alexis. I'm over the top. I've realized that I've adopted her mannerisms, like when she does her, like, and she, like, brings her hands up to her chest, and, like, with her palms down. Like, I realize that I do that, so I'm basically her now. We are the same person. But yeah, I also have to tell you guys about what's going on in my life, because I know Miley Cyrus said, everybody makes mistakes, everybody has those days, but my entire life for the past week has gone, for a lack of better words, just, it first started off with me getting ready for graduation. Like, I had all the paperwork done and everything, and I was so excited because they told me, you can graduate now, you got everything on your checklist done. Good for you! And that was the Libs department. Libs is short for liberal studies because I'm gonna be a teacher. And to be a teacher, liberal studies is the major, it's not teaching. So, just as a background, that's for background knowledge. So, I met with the head of the department, they were like, yeah, you're great, you're amazing. You filled out your application, you're great. And I was like, yeah, I'm on top of the world. And they said, the last thing you have to do is just go to the admissions office, or, right? I think so, or is that enrollment? No, admissions. I want to say it's admissions. And, you know, they're just gonna check that everything's good, and you're good to go. And I was like, okay, great. So I get there. The woman's adding up all my units. She's like, oh, okay, you're good, you're good. And she goes, oh, you're planning on graduating this semester? And I said, yes. And then she says, because you're short 5 units. And I was like, okay, what does that mean? She goes, so to get a bachelor's from this college that I'm going to, you need 120 units. You currently have, and then she was typing like, la 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 la. I'm trying to like tap my keys, but not like hard enough that it stops recording. So she types up on her little computer again, and she goes, yeah, you're at 115 units. And I said, okay, what do you recommend? Or what do I do? Does that mean I can't graduate? And she goes, no, you won't be able to technically graduate. Like, you won't get your diploma, but you can still walk. And I was like, okay. And she goes, you can just take your classes over the summer. So the last 5 units. I was like, okay, but what if I don't want to? And she goes, well, then you can try to find other classes and try to get into those. So I said, okay. And she goes, let me just send this paper. Let me make you a copy of this paper, and that way you can go talk to the Libs department again. Make sure you're not forgetting any classes. And I'm going to talk to the Libs department myself, and I'll get back to you. Like, I'll call you back just to make sure, you know, the only thing you have to do is take more classes. And I said, okay, cool. How long would it be for you to get back to me? And she goes, I'm going to say about a week. And I was like, a week? I can't wait a week. If I need to find classes, and I was determined to take the last 5 units this semester. Like, just add them on to my class load. I want to get it done now. So if I wait another week, there's no way I would be able to get into any classes, because I'm ready. Right now, when I'm recording this, it's Friday, so I'm basically 2 weeks into the new semester. And there's no way a professor is gonna go, oh, you know what, like 3 weeks in? Yeah, you can join. No, I'm gonna be super late and I'm gonna have to play catch up. So I've been emailing professors, and I've gotten a few rejects, like, sorry, my class is full, or sorry, you know, it's gonna be way too much work for you to catch up. And finally, I got 2 professors who allowed me to take their class. Thank goodness. Which, one of them warned me ahead of time. She was like, yeah, it's an online class, and we have a few assignments already due, but I'll give you an extension, and you're gonna have to play catch up. And I was like, I don't care if I have to play catch up. I just want to graduate. Like, I really just want my degree when I walk the stage, basically. And so yeah, it started off like that, emailing professors. And then on Tuesday night, I'm not even joking with you, if you guys know me well enough, you know that I love fashion. Like, I love fashion and I love clothes. Like, my clothes, if you follow me on Instagram, at DillysSims, it's down in the description box below. I love fashion. I love clothes. You will definitely notice that on my Instagram. And my closet literally broke under the sheer weight of my clothes. Like, the rod in my closet just went and broke. So, I mean, I had to take out all the clothes from my closet, and I couldn't allow my clothes to sleep on the floor in my room, so they slept with me in my bed. Just like a child, if you know you were gonna evict a child. I took up one side of the bed, and my clothes took up the other side of the bed, and I just slept on my bed. It was a rough couple of nights, but yeah. And so the rod in my closet is connected to a shelf at the top. And because of the sheer weight of my clothes, it not only broke it bent the bar to a crazy, it bent the support hook, like the hook that was hooked up to the top shelf. It bent that hook to a crazy degree. And the top shelf also, like, was caved in, so it looked like all the stuff was gonna fall off my shelf. So it was just a huge mess, and then I had to reorganize everything. So my life was literally a complete mess. And right now I'm playing catch up. That's why I haven't had any videos up this week. I just couldn't do anything except try to get my life together. Emailing professors, going to class, praying that everything goes well. And I have a class on Saturdays, and right now I'm recording this on Friday night. I have to not go to that class tomorrow, which kind of makes me sad because it's a 1-day a week class, so I don't want to be super behind. But that class, or let me rewind. That's my chemistry class, which I really also need. And I signed up to take my CBEST, which if you're going to be substitute teach, you need to take that test to start substitute teaching. So I have to pass this test. This is my second time taking it, because the first time I took it, I was, and I'm not even joking with you, 7 points away from passing. So I really hope I pass this time. But I've also heard horror stories that people don't pass it. And I work with one girl, and she also wants to be a teacher, and she's taken it like 7 times. Bless her heart, because it makes me feel good about myself, and she just keeps taking it and taking it and taking it. So, and I've also heard from one of my bosses who has a friend who's a teacher. She said that her friend took it like 15 times, and she just couldn't pass it, and she couldn't pass it, and she couldn't pass it, and then one day she just passed it. And I really hope that I have to take it twice and I pass. I really hope so, because it's a very strenuous test. It is, and I'm not joking at all. This is 100% serious. I show up at 7:30 in the morning to the test taking facility, and it's a 4-hour-long test. And in that meantime, you're tested on your reading comprehension skills, your math skills. And no, it's not like you can bring a calculator. You can't bring a calculator to this test. So you have to handwrite everything if you're going to do math. Your math skills, and you have to write 2 essays in the course of 4 hours. So you literally, it's so stressful because you're done, you finish your math and you finish your reading, and then you look at the clock and you're like, holy crud, I have an hour and a half to write 2 essays. And they just bring up they give you the topic there. It's not like you prepare for the topic. So yeah, hopefully I do better this time around. I really, really, really need this, because I also want to start I also would like to start substitute teaching. Jesus, I've noticed that I've been stumbling over my words lately. Maybe it's because I haven't... Maybe it's because of my long break when I decided I wasn't gonna record or do YouTube for 4 months, but I should probably never do that again, because I feel like when I'm talking to you guys, I can't talk in like a normal way. I feel like it's a broken sentence structure. But yeah, that's been my entire life. It has been very, 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 very stressful. And yeah, I really, really hope that it all blows over and I'm able to catch up with all my classes. Oh, and I had a professor email me back, because I emailed many professors, and he said, yeah, you can join the class. Just so you know, we have an assignment that's due tomorrow. He said this yesterday, Thursday. Today, he said tomorrow, which would be Friday today. For me, 2 days ago for you guys. And he said, yeah, you can join the class, just show up on Friday, and we'll get you started. And I was like, yeah, cool, great. And then I was looking at the class, and I was like, wait, what do you mean you can just show up on Friday? You don't have a class on Friday. So I emailed him and I asked him about that, and I'm yet to hear a response. So yeah, that's where I am in life right now. And I'm applying for the credential program, which the credential program, applying for it is also stressful, because It's a long list of things you have to do, and you need to get your tuberculosis shot, and you need to get fingerprinted again. I've been fingerprinted so many times already in my life, just to prove that I'm not a bad person. It's a bit much, but I understand why they do it. And what else? I had to go to my high school and get my high school transcripts. Like, they require so much for you to be a teacher. I mean, like, good, because, you know, you don't want any random person off the street teaching your kids. But also, like, it's so stressful. And before I applied for the credential program, I was told someone from the program will come talk to you during your senior seminar. No one has come and talked to me at my senior seminar. And the due date is due on the 24th. Of this month. So, yeah, the countdown is happening. It's just a few weeks away, but I have most of it done. I'm basically just waiting for a letter of recommendation right now. And I have one more thing to do. But, yeah, I have one paper to fill out, and I need one more letter of recommendation. So, thank goodness for that. Yeah. And I am getting somewhat close to the end of the video. I'm just decorating the outside right now. I realized last week I completely butchered my outro. And I get it, I haven't done this in a while, but oh my gosh, Dilly, what's wrong with you? So let me see if I can do my outro. Okay, everyone, I'm getting close to... Okay, guys, I'm getting close to the end of the video. Let me know what you think of this build. Let me know what you would like to see built. This build can be found in the description box below and on the gallery under Rosebud Motel. And I couldn't type in Schitt's Creek because even Schitt's Creek, the way it's spelled, like in the TV, is considered a bad word. So, also, sorry if this entire time I was triggering anyone and people were thinking I was cursing. I wasn't. It's just the way it's spelled. S-C-H-I-T-T-S. Yes. So it's yeah. If you find any build or house in real life you would like to see done, you can email me. The email's in the description box below. Like I said earlier, follow me on Instagram at DillysApollinario and on Snapchat at DillysApollinario. They're both in the description box below. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, do all those fun YouTube things, and I'll catch all of you guys next time. Bye, everybody.